Hey everyone, it's raw confessional time. I basically want to confess that I'm somewhat of a hypocrite. The Lord has just a tremendous way of bringing such things to our attention. He has a great sense of humor and employs very interesting tactics in order to make his will known, in order to get his point across, in order to teach you a lesson in such a way that you won't forget it. While at the same time, being very loving and very merciful. Sometimes when you say, well, God taught me a lesson, you think of something very harsh and cruel. But no, he was actually very merciful, loving, and humorous. Okay, no more beating around the bush. Getting to the point of this raw confessional. The Lord is teaching me to practice what I preach. Now, that's not to say that I just go spouting off at the mouth and say one thing and do the opposite. No, I do my very best to not only talk the talk, but walk the walk to back up that talk. I do my best to try to practice what I preach. So it's not in a sense that I'm being purposely hypocritical, where I'm saying one thing and knowingly doing another. But recently, I've been preaching a sermon series on the fruit of the Spirit. And so I did the introduction, and I did the lesson about love, and just recently I did the lesson about the fruit of joy. Felt it went over really well. Felt that it was very well received. After I got done preaching the message, I felt, yeah, I said everything that God wanted me to say. I just I couldn't have done any better. It was excellent. Thank you, Lord. At the end of each sermon, I give a challenge. For love, I think it was, try to love somebody that's unlovable, just as God loves us, and at times we're unlovable. And for the challenge for joy, I said that joy is not an emotion. Joy is not contingent upon our circumstances, but joy is a choice. And I challenge people that no matter what they face during their week, whether it's a fender bender, they get some bad news, whatever, to choose joy, choose to be joyful. Wow. I shouldn't have said that. That's about as bad as, saying, Lord, I need patience, so I'm going to pray for patience. Lord, give me patience. Because we all know what happens when somebody prays for patience. God's going to put them in situations where they're going to have to exercise and practice patience. So here I was like, choose joy. Now, I'm the type of person that if something big happens, something bad happens in a big way, I can usually take that. I think that I can brace myself for such things. And when something big comes along, I'm like, okay, I kind of pull up my pants, tighten my belt, roll up my sleeves, and I brace myself for impact. It's the little things, the little picky, annoying things that I can't stand. And it's hard for me to take. It's like those little one thing after another type deals, those little things that add up to a big thing, you know? Like if, God forbid, my car gets totaled. Hey, I can handle that. Got insurance, can get another car, can get a rental. It's good. But driving to work and spilling coffee on my pants? No, 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 no. I can't take that. I'd be like, really? Um, getting stuck in a snowdrift and not being able to get out, and using a shovel, using kitty litter, whatever, and just little things like that really, really get me, and especially little inconveniences, one thing right after another coming down the pike. Well, my goodness. I challenge the people to choose joy in whatever circumstances come their way. So, what does God see fit to do for me? He's like, yeah, You need to practice what you preach. So the Lord has allowed little annoying things to come across my path this week to jog my memory and remind me to choose joy, that my feelings are not contingent upon my circumstances, that I need to choose joy. And I remember the words of the Apostle Paul. I've learned that whatever state that I'm in, therewise be content. And that's one of the implied meanings of the Greek word and the Hebrew word for joy. It's a contentment. It's a satisfaction. So how can I be satisfied when little things happen? Okay, first of all, my car does get stuck. I got studded tires. We had a really bad freezing rain, and my driveway is just like a skating rink. I couldn't get out. My tires spun, and I've got studded tires. And I went cockeyed and catty-cornered, and I was leaving early because I wanted to go to the track and walk and pray before I went to work. And I went purposely going early. Well, I didn't get there until the usual time that I get there because I had to get kitty litter and put it under my tire and get out. So that happens. Night before, I didn't sleep good. I didn't sleep well at all. I was only going on like maybe 4 hours sleep. Just not feeling good, feeling off, feeling wonky, feeling like something's not right. So just those little annoyances going on. Was trying to upload one of the preaching videos, actually the joy video, trying to upload that to YouTube. So I was going to be gone all day. So I was like, okay, I'll upload it, let it upload. By the time I get home, it'll be uploaded. Get home, it was not uploaded. It said that it wasn't the right file or the right format, which is bull because I use that video camera all the time and that type of file all the time. So something was glitchy on YouTube's end. Well, waited a whole day because here the upload speeds are really slow because we kind of live out in the sticks. Internet's not all that great. So, if it's like a 30 to 45 minute video, it's going to take almost all day to upload. Well, it felt like a wasted day. So luckily I had the audio track to that very sermon that I preached, and that was able to be uploaded within a half an hour. I was able to edit it and upload it. Pain in the butt, very annoying. There was a snafu with supper. Supper didn't get made on time, and it wasn't it wasn't what I expected. It just not going to go into any details, but it was a snafu there. So that was another thing. The week before, I messed up my shoulder, aggravated some bicep tendonitis and something up with my deltoid. So I basically had to do cardio and couldn't do any exercises. So I'm kind of off my game in my workout regimen and having to heal. And, that's kind of, annoying. And lo and behold, yesterday, I'm, going about my business and I'm starting to feel a tingle on my lip. I stick out my tongue and start licking the edge of my lip. Notice that there's a little bump there. Nothing ticks me off worse than having a cold sore. A cold sore's popped out. So it's all these little things. And, I also found out that a friend that I worked with who is not, big on social media. So we've kind of lost touch. Found out that he passed away a couple years ago and nobody knew about it. So that was kind of a bummer. So it was all these things just kind of piling up one after another. And as these things, I was wanting to get frustrated. I was wanting to get irritated. I was wanting to get mad. I was just exasperated. And the Lord reminded me, what was the challenge you gave to the people? You challenged them that no matter what came their way this week, to choose joy. You need to practice what you preach. You need to practice you need to do what you're telling your congregation to do. Whatever you tell your congregation to do shouldn't be below you to do. So I'm allowing these circumstances to come your way so that you can practice joy, so that you could choose joy. Another thing that's annoying on top of all this, my wife thinks this is hilarious. She thinks it's hilarious and ironic that this is happening to me. So, honestly, I've got to sit back and chuckle. I've got to sit back and laugh at the same time because of the irony and because of God's sense of humor. And I'm like raising my eyes, my hand toward heaven, saying, "Okay, God, all right, I get it." I said, "I'm going to choose joy. I'm choosing joy." So every time an inconvenience, a little snafu, an irritant comes my way, I say out loud. I look up towards heaven. I say out loud, "Okay, I'm going to choose joy. I'm going to choose joy. No matter what, I'm going to choose joy." So with the Lord's help, I'm going to choose joy. But it really made me realize how much of a hypocrite I really was. Again, not that I wasn't purposely uh, not practicing what I preach, but thinking, "Oh man, life's great. I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing great. I'm not gonna need this challenge. Hey, I'm a joyful guy. I choose joy all the time." And not thinking that anything would happen to me that would cause me to take that challenge where I would have to choose joy, the same challenge I gave my congregation. But guess what? That's exactly what happened. I'm having to choose joy. So, that is my raw confessional this time around. I'm confessing to you that I've got to practice what I preach, and the Lord is teaching me and showing me how to practice what I preach, and I'm choosing joy. So, as I always say, confession is good for the soul. When you confess a fault or a sin, it loses its grip and its influence and its power over you. So now that I've confessed this, this bent towards unintentional hypocrisy, it's lost its power, it's lost its control, it's lost its grip over me, and I can be free from it. So, if you guys want to laugh at my misfortune and laugh, because of what God is allowing to come my way to teach me to choose joy, go ahead. I'm laughing too. I'm thinking it's funny. My wife thinks it's hilarious. So, yeah, that's my raw confessional for this week. This has been Chris Shoemaker, also known as Yehuda Ben Shomer. Hey, guys, thanks for listening. Go out there and have a great day. God bless. Abraham'sDescendants.com, getting back to the first century in a 21st century way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell that'll let you know every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Also, visit our website at Abraham'sDescendants.com. Thanks. Shalom. Thanks for watching. Stay connected by subscribing to our other social media accounts and visiting our website at Abraham'sDescendants.com.